Welcome, George Dulieu.
Hi, you woodeners.
You son of a bitch.
Hi, Fair Band Podcast. How are we?
So this is why we've waited so long to get you on.
Well, let's talk about that. For those that don't know,
Yeah?
I'm actually the mutual friend.
No, you're not. And this needs to be cleared up.
I am.
As soon as possible.
Because who the fuck else is the mutual
Will
friend?
Gibb.
He's not, because that's Charlotte's brother, so he's not a mutual friend. And the only other person is me.
But you didn't introduce me and Charlotte. I think that's what comes down to it. Yeah, no, you didn't.
But who else would it be, though, outside of Will? Like, the next best person is me, so that makes me the mutual friend, so I'm going to take that. Thank you, everyone that's listening. You're welcome.
Honestly, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it's great to have you
Thank
on.
you. Hey, last but not least.
Yeah, that's right. You'll be our last guest ever.
Ever?
Yeah, just to make you feel special.
Thank you.
No, it's great that you're here, and we have
Thank
so
you.
much to talk about.
We do have lots to talk about.
And you've come prepared.
I have come prepared. We've just had a big weekend away, Tilly.
I know. We should actually unpack that.
Yeah.
Adelaide trip.
Adelaide trip. It was really fun.
It was so fun. I wish we had gossip, but it was actually just a nice time.
It's so funny because Will and I were trying to debrief about it. And I also called Jackson. I was like, let's debrief about the weekend. Let's chat.
Just one-on-one. And
even in us in the car, I was like, let's chat. And nobody had anything interesting to say.
I know. It just went really nicely. Like a loving family. There was no drama.
No. We're all two good friends.
I honestly was looking around the group and I was like, imagine if like you guys were my cousins or something. Like it just felt nice. Like I was like, Christmas would be really fun if this was the group.
This was the crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really fun. And we should, next time, let's invite someone that we all hate.
I think that's what's needed.
So that we can just talk
so
shit.
there's stories.
Let's just invite someone that that we all like.
Do we sound like really toxic saying that? But you know when they say something and you just go, and as they're talking, you're like kicking under the table.
I don't know if you've ever noticed, but Will and I have got this thing whenever something's happening and we're both like, oh my God.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever seen it.
No, I've seen it.
Well, us like pushing against each other really hard.
Yes.
Is it really obvious?
Yes. You're like,
no.
Your whole bodies are physically shoving back and forth against each other. That's the most obvious physical movement you could do.
I thought we were being so subtle.
And your legs are like going up and down.
It's
and
our
you're
legs.
Like silently like convulsing. Literally convulsing. And you're like, is it obvious?
I really thought it was subtle.
This whole time.
Yeah.
Nothing about Will is subtle. And once again, we're back on Will. I'm so sick of every podcast
Don't
ending
fuck
up on
Will.
him.
We're not talking about him at all. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Get him
Good.
gone. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, I fucking hate that
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
guy. No, it was a
Tom,
really fun weekend.
You had a great weekend too. You were there, mister.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
That's all we'll get out of you.
No.
You know what I love?
Yeah.
I nearly said you wouldn't. Fuck you, Georgie. The Mutual Friends Facebook page, there was someone in there going, wait, what did she say? It's like, I'm developing feelings for Tomky. How funny is that?
Really?
Something about his
Have you seen who this person is?
yeah, she's cute.
Would you leave Tilly for her?
Probably.
No.
Just kidding. He's honestly obsessed with me.
He actually is. I was thinking about this last night and
Are you serious?
I was thinking about you two. Yeah, of course. I was just thinking about you two and you really couldn't have one without the other. Like if you guys ever broke up,
Whose side would you choose?
I couldn't.
No, I wouldn't expect you to.
It would be the most fucking horrible thing ever.
Oh, well, we can't do it for Georgie's
Yeah, no breaking
You'd
up,
be
you
a child of
two.
divorce.
I just really couldn't imagine
I feel
you
like
guys
the
without
whole
each other.
group would be children of divorce because we're like the
be
only
like-
couple in the group.
We'll be like, well, we're going to hang out with Tilly and Tom.
And it's going to
She's
be
going to come to the
pleasant.
movie too. It's going to be fun. Be civil.
We could do it.
I don't think
Aw.
I'd be in Sydney if we broke up.
Really? You'd Leave.
Really?
You'd leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, fair. I get Sydney, you get Brisbane.
No, I tell you guys are so like not codependent on each other. I feel like I'm codependent on you two being
I
together.
feel that. I feel that.
Like, yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that you just turn up and
Yeah.
well, you caught me in my dressing gown this morning. That was a
I
rude
was
awakening.
I was meant to come this morning at 9 o'clock.
And I
Tilly fell
fell
asleep.
back asleep. I have had the worst sleep lately.
You go to bed at 1 a.m.
Yeah, but I used to be able to do that and then just wake up and be normal. And now, Georgie, I slept from 12 midnight until 1 p.m. yesterday.
Tilly.
I know.
We did have a weekend away though.
You had a weekend away and you were sick.
Yeah, but still, it's just like
But it's also
hard
cold.
enough. No, I physically, it's not like I'm just a bit sleepy. Like I physically can't get
No,
myself up.
I really feel the same at the moment.
Yeah.
Like it's impossible to get out of
Impossible.
bed. And my brain has gotten used to my alarm going off, and it's just like my brain is saying get out of bed.
Yes.
And my body's like, no.
I know.
More sleep.
I know. It's like this little monster going,
More sleep.
and I knew you were coming, and I was like, I have an excuse to get up. It's like I have to be at work, and I still was like 5 more minutes.
Yeah. And then it turns into an hour.
It turns into an hour, like
then that hour
I'm in a coma.
But then you're asleep for another hour, and then you have to wake up, and like the way that you jolt yourself awake is by going on your phone and watching TikTok.
Right?
And then you're on TikTok for a fucking hour.
No.
And then you spent 3 hours in bed. You know what Jackson did the other day?
Spent the whole day in bed.
No, so he woke up, and to combat not falling back asleep and not going on his phone, he woke up and then watched all of Toy Story 1.
Yeah, he said that. And then he like went and got breakfast halfway through and, then
he
came
went,
back and
yeah,
watched
he went
the
and
rest.
got breakfast and then
Was the
watched
day
the rest.
over by that
It
stage?
would have been like 11.
Yeah. Well, I'm still in bed for another 2 hours. So
Yeah.
he's got that on me.
It sucks. It's
No,
so annoying.
what's wrong with our brains? Is it because we're all content creators that it's like we're just kind of
Well, I'm not
screwed
even a
up?
content creator. I
Yeah,
can't
but
even get
you're
out of
like
bed.
an unemployed actress, which is basically the same thing.
It's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, you are an actor. We haven't even given your qualifications to the
I'm an
mutual
act-
friends.
well, am I an actor?
You are to us.
Not to anyone else.
You've been in some movies though.
I have. I've done my work.
What's your biggest hit? What was
No.
the
You know, I did this movie once. The first film I did was called My Pet Dinosaur, and it.
Yes, does anyone remember that? My Pet Dinosaur was like a no, seriously. Cast your minds back.
No, you don't want. I don't think anyone saw
I've
it. It was.
heard of it. I haven't seen it. But
No,
I've,
you haven't heard of it.
I
Tilly. No,
have.
you
Maybe
have
it's just
not.
I've just heard it from being at your house, seeing all the
Yeah.
posters in the spare bedroom.
I don't have posters in my house of my own movies.
Yes, you do. There's like huge framed ones on the wall
I don't know what you're
for
talking about.
Jordan's participation.
It's in the spare bedroom as well. There's another movie I did called Everything in Between,
That's
which is
right.
just. It's just my face, and I look so like because
You don't even look like yourself. I think you're.
No, I look fucked in that poster.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
but,
you
but I look
do.
so depressed, and it's the poster in the spare bedroom.
Is that the one where you
massive.
have? It's huge.
It's massive, and it's looking over the bed. So
Yeah.
anytime a guest comes to stay at the house, they're like, I'm like,
did
how
that?
did you sleep? And they go, you looked over me all night.
Was it your mum or dad who got that?
Mum did it, and there's a much nicer poster
Oh,
than
she's
that.
so
It's not me just
sweet.
staring.
Yeah, it's a real down the barrel like.
Yeah,
loom.
there's a much nicer one that I think she should get instead because it's.
How? Oh, I forgot my question.
Oh,
Never
God.
mind. Mustn't have been interesting. It's just about your career.
Hey, you quit acting.
I haven't quit. I just haven't been cast in anything.
You wanted to be in it. I thought you quit. I thought you stopped.
I haven't quit at all.
Oh,
I just haven't had an audition in a while.
never mind.
Okay, that was fair.
Hey, we're about
I'd been
the same
shitting on you.
working actors.
Well, no, you were about to fly to Canada to watch a vampire movie you're in. Is that right?
Well, I'm thinking I'll probably just go to the UK instead. That's more meaningful than
in Canada? Like literally just move there.
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, should I
Jordan
just
has
go?
been moving to the UK. That was in quotes for those who were just listening. You were meant to move in May, and we've all been getting ready for the big move.
Okay, can I
Any
explain
day
myself
now.
though?
Sure.
It's so hard being friends with rich people.
It's Tell me about
It's
it.
so hard because you're all
Jordan, you're the richest of us all. You have generational wealth.
Okay, no, but you guys like actually have your own like money, and Jackson, and because you guys are all successful social media
thank
people,
you.
you're all amazing in your own right, and you all have like you all get these brand deals, and it's awesome. So like you guys, whenever we talk about money, it's like, oh yeah, this,
I'll just do this and I'll just do that.
Oh yeah, just do this, and my brain goes, yeah, I'm doing that too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh yeah, I can do that. I can spend my money. I can go on these holidays. I can do all these things, and it's fine.
No, you sort of get swept up in it.
And
Especially, not to take it back to Will, but he's the biggest sweeper-upper of all.
He is. Will is the most generous person in the whole world.
He honestly pays his way.
He does.
Like, in the sense that like, oh, I want to do this. You can't afford it, so I'll just pay for it for you because I want to do it so badly.
Which is so nice and generous, and I'm not complaining at all because
in a way, it's
he's paid
selfish
for me so much, so many
Yeah.
times. But the thing is like he'll pay for my flights and my accommodation, but I'm still
You're
going on holiday and
literally
spending
his
money.
little like toy.
He just needs a friend.
You're his carer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because when you were not around, Will like gets too naughty and he'll
He
pick
does.
a fight with Tom and I
With
and we don't
anyone.
engage. And he needs you as a punching bag, and that's why he pays for you. You're literally
He lets me come on holiday with him, and then he'll use me as his
and then he'll spit on you.
you piece of shit.
Literally, I was in the crossfire.
This is your fault, Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we all just accept it because we're like, hey, as long as it's not me.
Yeah. No, I've gotten really good at being the punching bag. I'm the punching bag at my work as well.
Yeah, I can
Everyone
see
just
that.
blames shit
Even
on
the
me.
kids. Jordan works with children and they all tease you.
I was at work the other day, and well, not the other day. I was I work at a school. I work in like before and after care, and there was a
I
new.
used to do that. We could
Did
talk
you?
about that. Yeah.
There was a new kindy that rocked up, and he was so cute. He was so nervous.
They're like
and like
3.
he was so small, and I was showing him around. And he was like, "Oh, no, this is."
And
so
then he
cool.
kicked you in the shins.
And then
and ran
I was
away.
sitting on the play equipment. An hour later, he comes up to me and he was so nervous in the morning. Hour later, he walks up to me, he points at me, and he laughs. And I was like, "Hi," and he goes, "Fatty," and I was like, "What?" He's like, "Ha, fatty, you're a fatty," and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
And you're like, you'll do well here.
And I was like, "Well done, you've
God,
already
it didn't
caught
take
on."
you long to warm up.
Well said, Kidski. Well said, Kidski.
We have a thing that whatever anyone says in the group, you go, well said, Dumpy.
Well said. Will was doing a
Well
lot
said.
when you guys were in the UK. Right?
Yeah, America.
Was it America? I think it was the UK.
No, because you were there.
Oh.
Well said was the first
God,
trip.
we've been everywhere together.
I know, on your dad's dime. I did childcare as well. And one day, kids are so creative with their insults. Like fatty is actually quite an average one.
Tame.
Yeah, tame. They're just so honest. Like I went through this really ugly stage where my hair was just really bad. It was
Hair
giving-
is the worst. If you get a haircut, because they hate change.
They hate
Kids
change.
hate change.
But this wasn't even change. I was just having like a bad hair day because I had it bleached and then dyed and then it like all fell out because the hairdresser bleached it. It didn't fall out, but it like snapped off. It was truly awful. And I came to, the school one afternoon with like a high ponytail or something. And this little shit walks in. And I'm like, good afternoon, everyone. You know, you're like marking their names off at the door and you're like, hi, how was your day? And she just looks at me and goes, once a bird fell into our fish tank and when it came out, its feathers look like your hair now. I was like, lovely to see you, Isabel. There's
Thank
apple
you,
out the back.
Isabel.
And then I went and cried about I was already so self-conscious about it.
Oh.
No, I didn't cry because I don't cry
'Cause you're
about
tough.
nothing.
I don't cry.
I don't freaking cry. Yeah, they're funny.
They are funny.
How much longer are you going to do that for?
I like if I could just quit and do acting full time, I would love to do that. I would love nothing more than just to quit my job. And then, you know what I was thinking about? I keep thinking about like passive ways I can make income because so I can just quit. And I was thinking this morning, I was like, I've got a cat with Jackson and Jackson Fairbairn and I have a cat together. And his
There's
name's
only
Brick.
one Jackson.
Jackson. terrible spelling.
Yeah, but after meeting his parents, I get it.
Jackson. You know why? Do you know why they called him Jackson with an X?
Why?
It's because they really loved the name. They were going to call him Jackson CK.
Yeah.
But that was sort of around the time Michael Jackson was being weird.
Really?
So they're like, we can't call him Jackson. We'll call him Jackson. And then it's different spelling.
That's so weird to me.
I'm pretty sure that's what the story is.
You've just made that up.
No, I'm pretty sure it is.
I guess that's cool.
Yeah. It was either when he was being weird or he was like massive.
Honestly, I like the spelling. I think it's nice.
I think it's cool. It's interesting.
Yeah. But I don't like when he's called Jack because that's not the same name. I know you do.
You hate that?
Well, it's just not the same name as like Jax. Like in my head, it
yeah,
needs
but calling him
X.
Jax is like, that sounds like I'm calling him Ajax, like a spray and white.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about Jackson's name.
Anyway, I was thinking with Brick,
I feel
I
like
want to
you
get.
and me could talk about absolutely
I feel like
nothing forever.
This whole
and it's not
podcast,
interesting
we
to
haven't
anyone
We've
else.
started a story and we haven't
I
finished
know.
it at all.
That's because we both have this ADHD and
No, Jordan's trying to finish his story.
Sorry. It's always old Till.
Oh, Tilka.
Well, guess whose name is on the cover?
Mine. Mutual
Charlotte's.
friend. It's me.
Oh yeah, you're the name. Okay,
Okay, so I'm trying to make. I want to quit my job because I want to make a passive income and I don't know how to do it. But I was thinking because my cat is so beautiful, Tom hates him. Do you think? Am I being biased in saying he's a beautiful cat?
Tom only hates him because he's like deadly allergic to cats and will blow up if he's
Grow
near.
up, Tomka. If you've got a peanut allergy or a cat allergy or an allergy in general, fucking grow up.
Says you who can't even use black hair dye or
That's
your kidney
different.
will explode.
That's different.
Grow up. You know Jordan needs a kidney transplant?
Probably.
Like your days are numbered and I hate saying that because it's real and I'm going to miss you so much.
I'm not scared of death at all.
You're literally not. Okay, finish this story and then we'll get to death.
Okay. I want to make a passive income and I was thinking I should make Brick like a cat model because he's so cute. And am I being biased? Is he a cute cat?
He's a cat.
No,
they
but
all look
he's
cute.
Pretty, no, but he's
I don't
pretty
know.
cute.
You know what? He's the cutest when he falls asleep on himself. Like he collapses in on himself.
Little fatty.
Oh.
But I was thinking of just making him like a little advertisement cat and then like taking him to
he doesn't
castings and
respond
things.
to
But do
cat
they need
calls.
to? Like it's just taking photo.
Yeah, but yeah, they do because I've worked on ads before and it's impossible to work with kids and pets, kids and animals. And cats are like the least trained animal.
Yeah, they're just whatever.
Unless you put a little harness on and you've like really got his commands down pat. But he's not that kind. He's
I tell you
raised
what, I've got a
by
shake
you
his food.
and Jackson. Now imagine anything raised by these two people.
It's so easy to have a pet. If you struggle to own a pet, Jackson and I can do it. If you
Yeah,
struggle
for
to have a
real.
pet, you actually don't.
But what did you just say? He's been under the care of Jackson for the last few weeks. You picked him up last night.
Yeah.
His litter box.
His litter box is like brown and wet. And I was
it's
like,
meant to be
Jackson,
white?
It's meant to be like not white, but like sort of off white
Yeah.
and like crumbly. It was like all wet and it stunk. So I gave him a big, and his claws were so long.
Yeah.
So I gave him a pamper. I cut his nails and I changed his litter and got
I
him
think
fresh
you're just
food
like
and
blinded
things.
by love, like a dance mom. You're like, my child
child.
is destined. And maybe it's just you projecting. You're not landing the auditions, so Brick may.
Maybe Brick can be. I'm like,
Brick.
when I have kids, it's just,
Yeah.
you have to be an actor.
Are you going to do
You
that?
have to make, no, fuck no. I wouldn't make them do that. I wouldn't want them, if they wanted to, I would help them. But
Yeah.
it's such a tough business.
I know. But why is it that actors, or like famous actors, any successful actor is very like adverse to putting their child through that, even though they've had like fame and success and, you know, fulfillment. It's weird. Something must be going down.
I think it's just because it's so public. Like, I love being an actor and I would trade nothing. Like, I don't think I could really do anything else. I would love to do music as well, but
You're actually very talented at music. Well, some people have told me your singing is incredible.
really?
Yeah.
Have you never heard me sing properly?
Not properly.
Interesting.
Just like a little ditty.
Hey, did he?
Oh, not him. Maybe that's how we'll get you.
Hey.
That's how you break into the industry.
Hey, no one will be working with him now. He could
Hey, swoop
could
in while
produce
he's
my
available.
music.
No, why didn't you just go down the route of music? Because that's just as hard as
Okay,
acting.
and I think about this all the time as well.
And you've really got the look for it. You got the rings. Jordan's like the biggest fuckboy vibe. When we first met, Tom and I didn't think we'd like him because he presents very fuckboy energy. But
Is that your first impression of me?
You've got like 9 rings on and these baggy, I don't know, it's like, hey, what's up? And we were like, we're going to have nothing in common. And then you talk to him and he's just a little Jordan-ski.
Hi! It's me, Jordan-ski.
But then I see you in front of a girl and you're like, hey.
This is bullshit.
No, I've seen it.
This is fucking bullshit. Apparently I change in front of a girl.
You do. It's
Or I
just
change in front of like kids and girls, which...
Kids, I've not seen
That's
that.
what Will drove past my school the other day and like was weird.
That's like illegal.
No, one of his friends lives opposite the school,
I
and
guess
he
that's
like was
less
just
weird.
sort of standing at the gate, and I looked over and I was like, Will, and I walked over and he was like, hey, and then our kid spoke to me and I like spoke back and I was like, you do it to the kids too.
No, but that's
You soften your voice.
Do I?
Yeah.
Around kids.
And girls.
But apparently I do it when I'm acting too.
You
Yeah,
do.
you do.
So
You
is that
do.
all the same voice?
Well, you don't do an American accent in front of girls, but it's sort of that, you know,
So maybe that's just my real voice, and it's actually the voice that I do in front of Will is the changed voice.
and us and all your friends.
Yeah, maybe
It's
that's
very
my
like,
different voice.
Hey,
Yeah, it's like a, hey, baby girl.
I'll just get the flat white. Thanks. Yeah.
Wait, was that just happened then when you ordered the coffee
No.
together? Okay.
But that's how Jordan
But
speaks.
why would you go softer with kids? If anything, I'd expect you to be a bit
I
more
don't
commanding.
think I do. I'm pretty rough. Like I'm like, no, don't do that. Come here. Don't talk back to me. Show me respect, you little
do
shit.
not.
I do. No, I don't.
No, but definitely in front of girls, it's like, oh yeah, that's cool.
Really?
Yeah. And
What?
then-
Okay, can I ask you a question?
Mhm.
What about in front of my exes?
I haven't seen you.
Or
around
in
them.
front of, in front of, like Hattie.
Yes, you did.
I did. I changed my voice.
Oh, not with Hattie, but the other person.
That was, yeah.
Um,
What, really?
yeah, you're a bit more like boyfriend material vibe. Like it's like you're acting. Because this is the
That's
true you.
so weird.
This is like the little naughty Jordan-ski, not the like cool Jordan.
Girl.
Hey girl.
Maybe I'm bipolar.
Maybe you're bi something. And then your acting voice, your American accent is the same for every role.
Well, yeah, it's my. What do you mean?
No, but like
The intonations,
yeah,
like
it's like because you just like default as flirty.
It's such a flirty voice.
It's
Do
the
your American.
Really?
Do your audition you just did into the microphone.
I can't
Yeah.
say any of the lines from that, but I'll
That's
do.
right. Do the vibe. Do like forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. Say that.
Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned.
So that okay. Well,
That doesn't sound flirty.
he's meant to be an innocent preacher boy, and it's like these smizy eyes that you do, and I'm like, wow, this is a flirty role, and you're like, oh shit, am I being flirty? I'm meant to be the most innocent
Maybe I'm just a
person
bad
alive.
actor. Maybe this is why I'm not booking roles.
Maybe you're just sexy.
Do it again, but do it slow and quiet, like you were doing it in the audition.
Okay,
Like
so
you're trying to have
I'm
sex
trying
with the
not to be
priest.
flirty. Okay.
So just do it how you did in the audition.
Hey, Tom. Your glasses are stimming up at me. I like the way
Maybe
you look.
that's your passive income. You could just
What?
do like sex calls.
Hey, would anyone hire me? Can you guys put this on the Facebook group chat if you could?
You could be a voice
also
actor.
another source of income I was thinking was just selling my feet.
No, we've all been there.
But I've got kind of gross toes.
You
like
don't at all. Sorry, that's so weird for me.
Huh?
I will die on this hill. You don't. No, you don't.
you've got great feet.
I don't know why I'm so passionate about
We
that.
talk about feet way too much
we
on this
talk
podcast.
about feet
Do you?
every
Yeah, it's
episode
been on every
somehow.
episode.
But it's because I'm like hyper aware of nice feet because I hate feet so much. So when I saw yours, I was like, they're very like average, nice, normal feet
Really?
that don't disgust me.
But I've got like,
Your toes
but
are
I've
like
got gross like fungus on my
All right,
toenails.
let's move on. No more
Okay,
feet.
no more
chat.
feet.
okay. You've got fungus? Oh no, you gave Will
No, Will gave me.
A fungal infection.
Tom's told us to move on.
Okay, I'm sorry, but
No, okay, let me clear that up. Can I just,
Yeah,
if this
please.
is staying in the pod, can I clear
Yeah.
that up? Will and I used to live together and we had this outdoor shower and it was like a rainforest. Like it was so beautiful.
Oh,
But
that
the
is
outdoor
nice.
shower went straight onto dirt. So like you'd be having a shower and be awesome, but your feet would be in mud, which was like yuck. So I went and got this like
there was
pallet.
only an outdoor shower?
No, there was an indoor shower too,
okay.
but the outdoor one was so much nicer. It was so nice showering outside and it would be pouring with rain. Like it was the
Wow.
best. And
straight into sludge.
it was the best. But it was a bit funny when like whenever I had because Will's so open, like he does not care.
Will will just walk around naked. In
yeah,
front of
I would have
strangers.
my mates over at the house and
He'd
Will would
be
walk through the house naked and and shower.
and shake off.
And anyway, I put this wooden pallet, like you know those
Yes,
work pallets.
yes.
I put that outside to stand on top of the
Does
mud.
breed mold.
Yeah, but I would bleach it all the time. But I guess because it was wood, it was
Did it ever
breeding
get the
like
chance to dry off?
not
There's
really.
your problem.
Yeah, and it just bred fungus and stuff.
So
But
then
I've
you've
got it
both got
fixed.
you've
So we
both got athlete's
yeah, we
foot
both
from
got
that.
it from that. But yeah, I've tried to fix it up anyway.
So you're not at all worried about death.
No, no. I think that will change if I have kids ever, or if I have something that depends on me. But right now, I don't.
Brick. He's your
He's
ticket
alright.
out of here.
It's all right. No, I don't. I feel like I don't care at all.
Well, and
Like
that's
obviously, I
interesting.
love living my life. I love
Yeah.
my life. This is awesome. But people get so worried about death, and it like literally controls their life.
Jordan, you're the only person I've ever met who has faced no adversity. And like
Hey, I can't book a fucking acting role. That's
I know,
adversity.
but you're still the most privileged person I know. So for some reason, it doesn't bother me because I'm like, no matter what, you'll land on your feet.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, I
Maybe.
think you. I don't know. Like when I think about anyone, I'm like, Jordan lives like he doesn't have a care in the world, and that's because he doesn't. I mean, yes, you're a person with complexities, but maybe you're not.
Maybe I'm not. Maybe I don't know.
I don't know. Have you ever seen Jordan like truly going through something?
No.
No.
But that's
because I'm
also
a
because-
fantastic actor.
When Jordan does have something go wrong, it doesn't phase him.
You're
Whereas
right.
Will has the smallest bump in his life
You're
and he
right.
freaks.
You're right.
Yeah.
Like if Will had Jordan's kidney disease,
Oh, Will's also got like health anxiety, and you don't. You
Will
don't
went-
have anxiety, Jordan.
I get anxious sometimes.
Yeah, but maybe that's just like regular person stress.
Yeah, I think that is just that.
Whoa, that's crazy to me. That's a huge discovery. Is that it, Tom?
Hmm?
He just doesn't have anxiety.
no.
Oh, you knew this the whole time?
Most people don't.
What? Everyone I know does. This is like the most common world thing. No?
Nah. Yeah, I know lots of. Well, I don't know.
I'd say,
Tom, you
like-
don't seem like a very anxious person.
I can get pretty anxious.
Really?
Yeah.
But you sort of shut down, you like retreat, and you know how to deal with it. Like if you're having an off day, you just sort of minimize your interaction with the world and everyone else. And like you like rest through it. Whereas I just go like a little tornado around town.
And you and Will get into each other's heads, and Pat as well. Pat and Will is the worst combination for anything.
They feed each other.
Oh,
Brah,
it's
you're
so
fucked,
annoying.
brah.
It's so annoying because
Yeah, I
you
know.
like speak to one of them, they're like, my life is ending. And I go, Will, what's actually going on? And it's
Yeah.
like, he didn't respond to me
Yeah,
for an hour. And I'm
I
like,
know.
you're not 16. He's probably
But you're-
busy.
You're just so interesting. I'm just having a realization about you. That's cool. Good
What's
job.
your realization?
Just that you're like very well rounded.
Thank you. Thank you, Tilka.
Finally, a compliment for
Yay!
Jordan.
The first ever
Ever.
compliment.
Literally from
Wow.
any friend ever.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. That's incredible.
What have you got to say?
No, I was just looking at things we could talk
No,
about.
say it.
What were we talking about before that we said wait for the podcast?
Relationships.
What about
Oh,
that?
you had something you were like, and another thing. And I said, save it.
And I said write it down so we don't forget.
I wrote down relationships. I think
And you forgot.
I wrote down relationships. I think what we were talking about is like how Will went on a date last night,
Oh, yeah.
and his date went really well apparently.
It always goes back to Will.
Yeah. well,
As the
this
mutual
as the
friend.
no, that's me.
Mm.
And he was just saying how like the date
Well,
went
he
really well. They went
spirals.
back to each other's houses and then like, or they didn't like, but he dropped him home and then they were texting. They're going to be in Melbourne at the same time. And then he said, "Oh, yeah, maybe I'll see you." And then Will had a big spiral from
About
that.
the
But it's
word
like,
maybe.
dude, relax.
Yeah,
The word maybe means like, I hope to see you.
I know.
I
Look-
just think like people like that just jump to that conclusion is just crazy.
Yeah, I think just like
It's
you're
not that deep.
It's like self-sabotage. You're not doing yourself any favors by just
We were talking about how
fixating.
people have rules about how long
Yes.
to text back and all that, and how like that's not good.
yeah. Who cares? What's with the
Who gives a-
rules?
Grow up. We're not 15.
If you're vibing with someone, just talk.
Like I know people that like I think Jackson does this where he'll be like, they texted me
So
20
then-
minutes ago.
Yeah.
I can't now text back for another
For-
hour.
Yeah. Okay. You have to like wind
Or
up
like
with
they'll
not caring.
Yeah, if Jackson sends a message and he wants to say something else, he can't because then that's I think this Jackson does this or someone else does it. I don't know. But he
Yeah.
can't send another message because that's double texting and that's like not
Oh.
allowed. But I don't know.
That's such an old rule, literally in high school, to be
If
like, "Oh my
that's-
god, they're so keen, they're double texting you."
If that's the rules of being single, there's a reason I'm single because I fucking spam people. I just go.
you've had-
We're
That's-
both spammers.
Well, maybe it's different because we have been in a relationship. And
No,
I'm
but
not-
even when we started,
Oh,
I
yeah.
wasn't thinking about any of that.
I was a little bit.
Really?
Tom, you are the least games person in the world that I've
Yeah, I
encountered.
don't like any of that stuff. I don't even think about it.
And you
It
know,
doesn't even enter my mind.
and that was really shocking to me because, as we know, Mum had given me like old school dating advice. She goes, for every 3 nice things a man does to you, you can give one nice thing back. Like the man should always be more interested in you than you are to them. And so if Tom would like, I'd be like living on these crazy rules. Tom would just be texting me and I'm like, I must hold off. Don't be too keen.
One nice thing
One
back.
nice thing. And it'll be like, I think that's just, and she's like, yeah, a man should always be more into you and obsessed with you than you are to them. So just like hold back a bit.
What are your thoughts on treat 'em mean, keep 'em keen? Mum
Well-
gave that advice to Jimmy the other day, and I was like,
Your mum
really,
did?
Mum? Yeah, she was like, compliment her out the wazoo. Give her lots and lots and lots of compliments. And then when she says, let's hang out this time, you got to say, I can't do that time, but let's do another time. Like sort of,
Wait, your mum was giving this to a guy
To Jimmy.
as well. So
Yeah.
I thought, oh my God, she's,
I don't know. I was like, Mum, is that good advice?
I don't
Was
think
that
that
shit
is.
advice?
I think that's kind of toxic.
Yeah. I was like,
Why do
I
our
was like, is this
mums-
how you got dad?
Our mums have toxic relationships. Well, yeah, it was the 70s. Yeah. Does she treat your dad mean to keep him keen?
I don't know.
They have been in a very long, successful marriage.
Been, I don't know, 78 years.
Give or take. But did that ever occur to you, Tom, when we were like,
No.
did you pick up on that at all?
You being mean to me?
Me withholding.
No, not at all.
How
I was
did
too
you
busy
guys
at work
meet?
and stuff.
And that's how it should be. Like, no, I didn't care. I was working.
I was at work. I was busy.
Yeah. I think we had a very like unconventional start because we were literally just friends. There was no like courting phase. You know, like that's another thing Mum said. She's like, a man must chase you and you have to let them. There was none of that. You know, like
No,
you-
we went on like a date, I guess, and then hung out every day for the next 7
well, we didn't
years.
go on a date. We just like were together.
How did you meet?
Friends through school. Like
Yeah.
I
Right.
went to the girls' school. He went to the boys' school.
Oh, you guys went, oh, you've known each other forever.
Yeah, but
forgot
we
about
didn't
that.
date in school. It was afterwards.
And you always had a crush on Tom, didn't you?
Yeah.
And Tom didn't know you were.
Yeah. Tom hates his story because I literally was in love with him.
Oh,
And
Dilly.
my first heartbreak was him not loving me back.
And I didn't even know what happened.
I
Wasn't even aware.
Because I had Mum in my ear being like, well, you got to play the field. and I was playing all these like mind games and then like Tom was literally oblivious. And then, and you know what? It wasn't meant to be at that time. I needed to grow and so did you.
Mhm.
That's a
Hey.
nice thing to know.
Yeah. And it worked out.
Because I was like 17. Also, we were both 17. And then when I was like 21, I moved to New York and then was away for the whole year. And distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Did you, at that point when you moved to New York, were you guys?
No, we
all,
were
like-
casual.
So you guys had, but it wasn't dating vibes. It was just
No.
like, hey.
It was very casual. And then I went away and I was like, well, I'm moving away. And then the day I got back, right?
Yeah, we're
The
like,
day.
let's go to the beach. And then
Wow.
we just like never stopped hanging
Literally
out.
never stopped.
Oh
hanging
God,
out
that's
since.
so sweet.
Is it?
So sweet.
So yeah,
Aw.
that's what you do. But
Great.
I disregarded mum's dating advice shortly after.
I think dating advice just is stupid.
I think so too.
It's so stupid.
It works
all
for
so
some
case
people.
to case.
Like honestly, there have been guys that's like the whole like treat them in, keep 'em keen sort of is like the game that they want to play.
Yeah.
But that's not the person for me.
Yeah, no, neither.
Like I can't keep that up. It's a
No,
real like
I hate the games of dating. Just be a normal, nice person.
And it is so different. It's like, and you know, there's no rule. It's like sex on the first date. That's never gonna work. It's like, well, not necessarily.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't think that there's rules.
Nah, I think it's silly. But again,
And
not
if you-
not going back to Will. I was just gonna say there's people like Will who follow it to the T. Like,
well,
he's
I
like,
think
nah,
some
blah, blah,
people
blah,
get
blah,
very
which is
anxious around that
structure.
and they need rules to like
Yeah.
sort of tell them what to do. But don't you just use emotional intelligence to be like,
Yeah.
I'm vibing with this person. Let's just, you know, I don't know. They're either right or wrong for you and you get a feel for that.
Baxter, my twin.
Yeah.
I've
You
got
are
I've
a
got
twin, which is
twin.
really cool.
Baxter, he's been in a relationship for 4 or 5 years, and he said the sweetest thing the other day. He was like,
What?
I'm so glad I'm not single, and I never really want to be single again because I just don't know what I would do. Like, I don't know how I would navigate it. It would be so I'd be so anxious all the time. It'd be horrible. I
That's the
just never wanna
sweetest
do
thing
it.
you've ever heard.
I was like, oh, that's so he's happy.
Yeah,
He's happy
but
in a
that seems like a
relationship.
really codependent and just like it's not that he loves chat.
No,
so
he
much,
does.
it's
He
just
loves
that
us so
he's-
much. He's like, I'm so happy. He was saying like he's so
Right.
glad he never has to be single. Because
Right.
he's like so happily in love. with
Good
chat.
for them.
We
I
say
love
the
her
same
too.
thing. It's such a time sink,
What's that?
dating.
What do you mean a time sink?
Like we
Tom's
see
using
like,
big words.
I know. Do you mean like you're
we watch
sinking
Will
your
and
time or
Jordan,
we're
like they're going on all
syncing
these
up?
dates, and it's like we don't have to do that.
Yeah.
We have so much extra
it's a
time.
waste of time. Well, depending what's really important to you, and if you're happy, I suppose, like being with your person. Yeah, yeah. We're busy with other stuff like eating honeycomb.
Tilly loves honeycomb.
Well,
Tilly had
we
about
talked
100
about it.
s'mores on the weekend.
Yeah, they were so good.
They would not. S'mores are shit.
You need to melt the chocolate more. It was too.
Okay, this might be a hot take. Marshmallows, get them gone.
I used to hate marshmallows.
Get them fucking
All of a
gone.
sudden, love them.
No, because they're so gross.
And when they're melted, s'mores. Oh, we were just talking about
S'mores are
s'mores.
shit. S'mores are shit. S'mores are shit. Marshmallow sucks. Anything marshmallow. Okay, the only good like marshmallow thing.
Tilly's brain. Sorry.
In 3 seconds, I
You
forgot.
forgot we talked about s'mores. You're like, s'mores!
I'm thinking of only Tom caught that. I was like, what the fuck?
Tilly
When
needs
you-
s'mores.
When you
Tilly's brain was
s'mores.
talking about s'mores, which went to marshmallows, which made her go, that makes me think of s'mores.
I need to get on these Dexies. They're meant to help with memory.
Okay, they just don't. No, they don't.
That's what the psychiatrist said.
Wrong.
Really, you know more.
I was
Than Mrs.
on.
PhD.
I was on Ritalin and Dexies and Vyvanse for 10 plus years.
Well, that's why you got a kidney issue.
Yeah.
No, that's incorrect. Maybe I was thinking
I reckon
liver.
it's actually because I was taking it from the age of 9 to
That's really young.
9 to 19 or something.
That's really young.
9 to 20 or something.
I
I,
think-
reckon it's genuinely changed the chemistry in my brain.
For the better.
No, for the worse. I reckon it's dulled me creatively. I think it's
You're not dull.
no. I think it's dulled me creatively though. I think it's just like made everything grey. Maybe that's just me getting older though.
I think so. Your hair
But-
is greying.
My hair. Okay. Oh, this is so fucked up.
That your pubes are grey now.
My pubes are great, but I'm starting to get grey hairs. I'm 23. I'm starting to get grey hairs, and as Tilly mentioned earlier, I have a death allergy to hair dye.
Yes.
And I'm 23, and I'm going grey,
Just
which
go
means
salt and pepper. You'll pull it off.
which means that I can't ever dye my hair. So I'm just going to be a grey fox
Have you
at 30.
ever tried organic hair dye?
That's what the last one was, and it sent me to hospital.
It literally did, guys. Like Jordan's kidneys cannot something in hair dye.
No, it wasn't. So that's not what happened.
Oh.
It wasn't my kidneys that was the issue. I actually have an allergy to the actual hair dye.
Oh.
And it blew my head up. I was in hospital for 2 days, but because my body just went into this reaction
Like
state.
is it histamine?
I don't know.
With
Big
that's
word.
an allergy, right? You don't know what histamines
Yeah,
are?
maybe because you take an antihistamine
Yeah.
too. Yeah. So it sent me into my body into this spiral, and I've got a kidney issue called IgA disease, and it my kidney didn't know how to react, and then I was like pissing blood.
Jordan.
Like it was crazy. It was crazy.
Okay,
so
maybe
now
you've
I
had faced
can't.
adversity.
I can't dye my hair, so I'm gonna be grey at 30.
I
Which
can't notice any greys though.
but I'm 23. And they're popping up.
Really? Do you
Yeah.
pull them out?
No, because apparently that makes it worse.
Oh, it like sets off a chain
yeah,
reaction
yeah.
of
Apparently, it's
more.
like you pull one out, there's 3 more coming.
Do you have enough B vitamins? Apparently that helps with greying hair.
I think what is?
Just rock it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
stop
think
trying
it
to change
will
yourself.
be cool. Whatever.
I
You
think
look
you'll
cool.
pull it off, honestly. Maybe you'll book more roles.
Maybe
The young silver
old guy.
fox.
Have you heard of the theory like you need to have interesting hair to become famous?
No.
Really?
Is that my problem?
Like a lot of the most famous people in the world have very like distinguishable hair types.
Is
Like
my hair
who?
distinguishable?
Like Sabrina Carpenter has like Sabrina Carpenter hair. Beyonce has Beyonce hair.
I really don't like Sabrina Carpenter's hair. Sorry, Sabrina.
I think Sabrina Carpenter looks really weird. I think her body looks weird. Her face looks weird. Like she's disproportional as a person.
It's really funny. Tom has like a very strong opinion about Sabrina Carpenter.
Really?
For some reason.
Her hair's too big and her face is weird.
I think her hair is very American, which is like that big.
The big best.
when I picture her, her hair is bigger than her body.
Her as a cartoon character, and she's walking around,
looks like
but
a
her
cartoon
hair is her
character.
legs. Like, I know I have good judgment.
I know I have good days.
Like I can't picture her in normal clothes.
Just like
She's
jeans
always
and a
like
t-shirt.
dressed up weird.
But I think that would make her look way cooler because she's so glamorous and and her anyway. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so
yeah.
you need
What are we talking about?
hair.
Hair.
Who else
What
has
do I
weird
have
hair?
to? I change my hair all the time. Maybe I should just stick to one
you
thing.
don't.
Yes, I do.
As
Can you
long
I
as
had a
bleach?
bowl cut. I had a
You had
buzz.
a
I
bowl
had
cut?
like a little short pixie haircut. Now
Looks
I've got
good like
this,
this.
and then I had curtains before. I have hair
What's
different all the
curtains?
time.
Curtain bangs.
Curtains like that,
Hell
like when their
yeah.
hair parts in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you bleach it?
No, I can't do anything.
Literally
to
no
it.
colouring
No, nothing.
to your scalp.
Bullshit.
Is that a thing? Have you looked into that?
What?
Like just a hair dye allergy? Because nothing else makes you react that way.
It's the ingredients in the hair dye. It's like PPD and ammonia
Oh.
in the hair dye that sets me off.
Honestly, there'd be look harder. There'd be
The last
something
one I
you
did
could
was a
use.
vegan thing. It was like, yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
wigs.
wigs.
Wigs. For real. Beyonce does it.
Does she?
Yeah.
Hey.
Every performer.
Would you
Nicole
ever cut
Kidman
your
does
hair
it.
short? Would you ever do a
I've
different
been
hairstyle?
thinking about that, but I suit this so much.
Would you ever? What would you do?
Like a really short French cut bob.
Like a bob?
Yeah. Not like a blunt bob because I think that's too severe for my face.
A Karen cut?
Yeah, nothing like, like Leslie Mann in The White Lotus, how it's a very
Who?
short and not Leslie Mann.
Wait, I should know who Leslie
Bibb.
Mann is.
Leslie Bibb.
I don't know who that is. I haven't seen the latest.
Uh,
White
Anyway,
Lotus.
something a bit more chic, a bit more undone. But I don't know, man. I like my long hair. I used
Tom,
to
would
have
you ever
short
do a
hair.
different haircut? Would you ever grow your hair out long?
You should bleach it, Tom.
Really?
Because Tom,
No, Tom would look fucked with bleached hair.
No, he was white blonde as a child.
So was I. Really?
Yeah.
You came out with white hair?
I had white hair until like grade 9.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's so late for it to
You
change.
should bleach it. That'd be cool.
Nah, I like my dark coloring.
I think you've got a really good You've got a really good vibe going on, Tom.
Thank
You've
you.
nailed it.
Thank you.
Jordan is our like unofficial stylist. you just got a good style. He took Tomke shopping.
Hey, I was getting called fuckboy. Now I'm getting called
I
stylist.
know. You're warming to me.
There's something about men knowing too much about fashion that
Yeah.
That you
is
hate.
bad. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
I don't think
Well-
I know too much about fashion.
You've
I
just
think I
got a
know how to
different
put
vibe.
things together.
Yeah.
Like I think I know what works and doesn't work, but I don't think I know I don't know brands and things like that.
Yes, you do.
No, not really.
More than Tilly.
Tilly asked me where my pants are from, and I said Nautica, and she was like, "What's that?"
Yeah. What is that?
It's
One
Nautica.
of the biggest brands in the
Are
world.
you
Yeah.
serious? I've
Yeah.
never heard of it. Nautica.
It's like you know
It's like
what
a
all those
sailing
essays.
brand?
Yeah, you do know what it
No,
is.
only because Nautica is a sailing word.
Is it?
Like-
Is it?
Yeah.
Nautical.
Nautical. When you
yeah.
wear like stripes and little like sailor outfit. Checkmate.
That's just neither of those are what sailors say. What do sailors say when they go ahoy? No, when they
Ahoy.
salute. What is it? Yahoo, Mahody. Oh God.
Every podcast ends up me just, what is it like the lost 2 brain cells?
Mm-hmm.
What's
Tilly-
next on your list?
I've got a blind ranking for you.
Okay, I love these.
Okay, you ready?
1 to 10.
1 to 10.
Okay.
One's the best, 10's the worst.
Yeah.
1's the best, 10's the worst. Blind ranking. You ready?
Yep.
Scrapbooking.
I'm going to say a 7 because, no, wait. You're going to have
Whoa.
way bad things on here. Scrapbooking, okay. Let's go 5. We'll just start off nice. and-
What? Why? You don't like scrapbooking?
I mean,
I feel like that would have been so up your alley.
it's not something I reach for daily. Like if there are other things on there, I'd prefer.
Interesting. Okay.
But it's also like not a terrible thing.
Mm,
Wait,
Picnics.
picnics are a 4.
okay. Hates having fun.
No, picnics are for people who have no personality.
Okay.
And I've come around to that because I used to force Tom to have picnics.
All Tilly ever wanted when we first started dating was a picnic.
They're so fun. I
well,
love
the more you get into it, it's like, where are we buying the cheese?
it does get expensive.
Then who remembered the cutlery?
Yeah. And
And
then
you're
you get
eating
there and you
cheese
don't
on
eat
the
any of
ground.
it.
And then there's like bugs in your crackers.
yeah.
Yeah, we're talking you out of picnics.
No, I still love it.
We would be so good together. Okay.
Tilly, if we were
Number-
together, nothing would
Nothing would
ever
ever
get
done.
Nothing.
And we just
It'd be a
enable each
fucking
other
nightmare.
into nothing.
Go, do you want to go to the shops and get some chocolate mousse?
Yeah. Okay. And then we just
Should we go get halloumi and bacon
all
for
our,
breakfast?
Yes.
Should we go get granola?
Yes. All our days would be little quirky. I hate that word, but side quests. Like
Let's go get an acai bowl for
like
lunch.
nothing
It would
would
be
real
dessert.
Yeah. And then we'd be like, oh, I feel sick.
My
Yeah.
stomach hurts.
And then let's tape each other's failed self-tape. Okay.
Let's audition for something that we're not going to book. Great.
All right, picnics 4.
All right. So you got scrapbooking at 5, picnics
Yeah.
at 4, rat torture,
Oh.
which is like rats in a bucket. So you put like the bucket on your stomach, and you
Oh.
put the rats, and then you heat the top of the bucket, and then they dig through you.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, they like dig through your stomach.
10. You better not have something worse than
Putting that
that.
at 10. Picking a scab.
Oh, that's quite satisfying.
You love that.
I love that. Dare I say 3?
Scones.
Oh, 2. I'm holding out for something. Scones on a picnic. Pretty good.
Paralysis from the neck down.
Fucking hell. Well, I guess
I think that's
9.
the worst. That's
But
my
rat
biggest fear.
torture. Like
At least you're dead though.
no, but like slow and painful and long. If I got paralysis
that's
from the
true.
neck down, I'd just turn that into a positive. Maybe I'd book a role.
Screen Australia would love you. Yes, let's give it funding.
Let's make that number 1. All right, 9.
9?
Yeah.
Okay, you've got 5, 4, 10, 3, 2, and 9 gone.
Okay.
Okay. Walking in on a relative having a wank.
Oh, Jordski.
You've got 1.
1.
1.
8.
8. Okay, 8's gone. That's pretty bad. That'd be horrible.
Hey, it's not the first time.
Decorating your house with no budget.
1.
That's the best.
That is.
That would be so fun.
Oh my God. That's such a good one.
Boost juice.
6.
Wow, you're doing very well at remembering what you've got.
And I think
Which
I've nailed this
puts
list.
the last one at putting down your
7.
pet at 7.
Oh, that's sad, isn't it? But look, maybe they're in pain and they're old. It's 7. I think I nailed that.
Do you want me to read the list back?
Yep.
Okay. 10, rat torture.
Yeah.
9, paralysis from the neck down.
Mm-hmm.
That's so scary to me. 8, walking in on a relative having a wank. 7, putting down your pet.
Mm-hmm.
6, boost juice. 5, scrapbooking. 4, picnics. 3, picking a scab. 2, scones, and 1, decorating your house with no budget.
That's the
I think that's a good list.
There's a huge difference between boost juice and putting down your pet. Imagine doing
It's a
that
big jump.
one after the other. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no.
Well,
Sax
who wants to
is
mango
dead.
magic?
Better go get my
I
green
loved
tea mango
that.
match with
I think
protein.
I nailed that, to be honest.
Yeah, you did well.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
If only I'd written one for you.
If only you were prepared.
I know. I need the Dexies. Then I'll be prepared.
I have a hot take, maybe,
Go for it.
which you guys love doing, and I can't do,
What?
which is watching movies at home. I think it's the shittest thing in the whole world.
I love it. Are you kidding me?
Mm-mm.
You don't have to interact with the public. You can just have all your snaps.
I just
and
get so
comfiness.
distracted, and there's nothing good on Netflix or anything.
I think you're just with the wrong people then.
I just love going to the cinema so much.
I do too, but
I wish you could go to a cinema and pick your own movie.
Yeah, that would be good.
But then what's the? You just are there for the great audio and visuals. Of
Yeah.
surround
Imagine going to
sound.
Hoyt's on the extreme screen and just putting La La Land on whenever you wanted.
I think that's
love
maybe
La
it.
La
Is that
Land.
I really love a cinema. I really hate
Get
watching
an
a movie.
at-home
That's how you're
on
meant
a
to
TV.
watch movies.
Yeah, I hate watching a movie on a TV because there's reflection. Like if you've got a little lamp or a candle on, there's a reflection. It's like fuck.
Tilly doesn't mind.
I really don't mind. I don't mind watching movies
On
at
a
home,
phone.
and on the no
On your phone, you'd
no,
watch one on your phone.
That's too small. That's too small a screen. I don't mind that, and I'm also very good at plane rides.
Yeah, I'm getting way better at plane rides.
Really?
I was so on the weekend when we were going down to the farm.
Yeah.
It was Jackson, my twin Baxter, and I driving down, and Jackson's car.
Oh,
Had
let's talk about
A
that.
massive
Let's talk
issue.
about
It was
it.
absolutely fucked. We were driving along.
All right. To be fair, you
Yeah.
knew the car was hanging on by a thread.
Yeah,
You
it doesn't
chose-
have brakes in the car.
It doesn't have brakes.
And we drove from Sydney to Adelaide.
It's not a manual. It's an automatic that you have to control the brakes with the
Which
handbrake.
Jackson's very good at doing.
It's
no, the handbrake doesn't work either.
It's a manual.
The handbrake doesn't work either. We were driving along and he goes, Jordan, check this out. And he goes, pulls the handbrake up, nothing happens because it's so elasticated.
How
So,
the hell did he stop?
he uses his gears to slow. He's very good at it.
He uses the manual gearbox to slow down the car.
Yeah, and it works very well. He's really good at driving.
Oh my
But
God.
we were driving down and
What about if there was a hill?
it's fine.
How?
I don't know.
What the fuck? That's
He's
incredible.
he's
They've
really
obviously got a little
intelligent
bit
with
of
cars
brakes
and stuff.
left.
No, he doesn't use his brakes at all.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't believe I got in that car. Not only that, there's a constant
Oh, it goes.
beep the whole time you're driving.
We were in the car for 26 hours before I get to this story. It's 26 hours of.
And not only that, you can't use do that. You can't use the heating,
It's
the
fucked.
radio, the aircon. You
No,
can't
so
use
that was
anything.
all. That was all working until maybe the last 5 hours of the drive.
So you drove from Sydney to Adelaide. It's like
Yeah.
a 14-hour drive.
Yeah.
The first problem occurred
The first problem occurred
how
when
many hours in?
Oh, it would have been most of the way there. It would have been
You were actually 3.5 hours out of Adelaide.
when we got
Yep.
fucked. But it was 5 hours out of Adelaide. The sun
Nighttime.
was setting. Yeah,
Yeah.
the sun was setting, which is when we started having issues because we didn't notice anything was going wrong because we had sunlight. And what it was the battery was broken.
Yeah.
Like I think the battery and his alternator wasn't working, so
Yeah.
the battery wasn't charging as we were driving.
Yep, I've had
So
that.
we're driving along, and like the battery was just because we had to start
Flat.
using it more than just
You
using
need your
the
like high
radio.
beams on it.
Yeah, we needed the high beams.
Like there's no lights out on that highway.
nothing. We're in the middle of Australia. There was nothing there.
Yeah.
And we're driving, and then because the lights and the high beams started getting used, the battery was draining so quickly.
And you must
So
have had the
quickly.
heating on because it's freezing.
Yeah, we had the heating on because it was 3 degrees.
Yeah.
Jackson, we were like pulled over because we're like, this is maybe an issue. Jackson
Mm-hmm.
did some magic. We got the car going again, and we were driving along, and then all of a sudden we're driving maybe going 80, 90 kilometers an hour, and his lights just go off. Bear in mind,
pitch black.
there was also like we couldn't see a thing from when Jackson did his magic to when the lights went out. We could maybe see 10 meters in front of us, which was so dangerous.
And how fast are
And
you
that was
driving?
with the high beams on, maybe 90 kilometers an hour. And we're driving along, and there was this big sign. There was this sign on the side of the road, and it only illuminated the text, and it said, "Stop flirting with death." And we were like,
That was you.
we looked at it and went,
Yeah.
let's keep going.
That's because you're flirty.
We're like,
I told
oh!
you. I told
The
you.
Grim Reaper, maybe the Grim Reaper.
Not only is it like pitch black and you're going that fast, like a high, and like there could be oncoming cars, there could be kangaroos that jump out
Yeah.
and kill you both. Like there's so many things.
Poor Baxter was going the whole day. He was like,
I
there's
feel
another town like 10
so
minutes away. We could just
sorry
pull
for
into that
Baxter.
town and like stay at the hotel. Like we could just stay at the motel. And we're like, no, let's keep going.
He was literally held hostage by two
Yeah.
maniacs.
He was like, we're in a town. Let's pull in. And Jackson and I was like, well, there's no point staying in this town. Let's just keep going.
You
We're
just
an
enable
hour.
each
We're
other
3
like
hours
crazy.
away. Yeah.
I know.
And we're driving. The lights went out, and we're like, oh shit. So we pulled over and called the NRMA or whatever it is. I think it's
Finally.
RAA there.
We were all like, do that 4 hours ago. Why are you pushing through?
Because Jackson was being manly and it was cool.
So then, okay, you're now like an hour and a half out of Adelaide. You've pushed on a little further.
Yeah, we pushed on. We're going, and
The NRMA comes.
the NRMA comes, and they're
roadside
like,
assistance.
we can't do anything for you. They put a new battery in it, but like that,
It didn't.
we
Could they have
couldn't get to
towed you or
Adelaide. We were 3
something?
hours away. They said they could have towed us, but we would have gone back an hour, and then we would have not had a car to get to Adelaide.
Oh.
So we're like, fuck, we'll just sleep until the morning.
Yeah, you slept in the car on the
We
side of the
slept
highway.
in the car, which I'm so proud of myself for because I'm terrible at sleeping in sitting positions.
Yeah.
But not only that, but like, so we went to bed. We were like, fuck it, we'll just cop it. It was 3 degrees outside. It was so cold.
yeah.
And we were like, let's just go to
Exhausted.
sleep. Exhausted.
When's the last time you'd eaten?
I hadn't eaten dinner, anything. I had a protein bar and some
At, like,
cheese balls.
midday.
Yeah. and we were like, okay, sweet.
You're
And
describing my hell.
it was really fun. It was actually really fun.
fun.
And I had a t-shirt. I had a t-shirt on, a hoodie, and a puffer.
Not enough.
Which was
Not
like,
enough
oh, this will
layers.
do me. And so we went to sleep, and at maybe 2 a.m., I woke up because all I could hear was, and I was like, oh, Baxter's going to die.
Yeah,
Baxter's
Baxter
going
was
to die. He's pretty
in a
skinny, dude.
hypothermic.
Yeah, he was genuinely. And so I took my puffer off and gave it to him, and I was like, I'll be sweet. And then I realized I was just in a t-shirt and a hoodie
Oh,
and 3 degrees.
Georgie.
And then I had a horrible night. But
You should have
whatever.
tried to like Wim Hof breathe through it.
I actually ended up being fine. I like just put my perks of being a dude,
Yeah.
put my hands on my
In-
crotch.
Really?
We all did. It's good heating down
Are you
there.
serious?
Yeah. We just all put our hands on our dick.
You don't make your dick cold?
No, it's just good heating down there.
Is that like a furnace?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's nice. It's good heater.
That's a great
So
little.
we all did that
fun
and then just went to
fact.
sleep.
I can't. Yeah, and then you arrived the next morning at like 9 a.m. I'd had the comfiest, warmest, coziest sleep, and I was like, yeah.
And
Good morning, Adelaide.
and we were so cold.
The door swings open, like 3 Grim Reapers
Hi.
walk in, defrosting.
And
You
we
just
got
looked
there and I was
dead.
like, let's get in the shower straight away.
yeah.
And fucking Lachlan
Yep.
Fairbairn is in the
Yep.
shower for 30 minutes.
Yeah, he's like taking a bath.
Jackson's knocking on the door going, hurry up, there's people that want to shower. And he was like, fuck off, Jackson, I'm showering.
I know. You just like lived through the coldest.
me-
And you know what? It was the coldest night. It was the winter solstice.
Yeah, it was the winter
shortest
solstice.
day and coldest night.
It took me 10 minutes in the shower before my feet started to
I
heat
know,
up.
and
I
like,
genuinely
it
thought I had
stings.
frostbite. That's so dumb because you have to. How cold does it have to be for frostbite?
I think below 0, like freezing.
So it wasn't that far.
It wasn't that
off.
far. And your extremities lose blood flow first. And it's always, if your feet are cold, the rest of you is cold.
Yeah, my feet were like.
And when you get in the shower and it burns because it's so
my feet were
hot.
so cold I couldn't even feel it.
Yeah.
I had the shower on full hot, just blasting my feet. It took 10 minutes.
The irony is it was like the hottest day the next day.
It was so nice.
And in the car we were like, oh, could someone put the aircon on? And you nearly froze to death the night before.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you made it.
Thank you.
Tomke,
Hmm?
are we boring you?
No.
You're on your phone.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tomka.
You got something to say?
No.
No.
Well,
Oh,
that might be it.
I've probably got to run to work.
Yeah, I think you do.
Thanks for all the posts in the Facebook group. There's been lots the last couple of weeks.
Well, he's just saying that because they're all in love with Tom.
No, not just those ones.
Keep
It's
it
nice
up.
that Tomke's getting some
Some
love. It's always me in the limelight, and he's just
Tom's a
behind.
powerhouse.
Power
Really not.
Tom is a
Bottom.
powerhouse.
I'm power bottom.
I just said that joke. I hate it when that happens. I always say a joke, someone else says it louder, and they get all the credit.
Stop fiddling with the mic, Jordan.
Sorry, is that really annoying?
Yeah.
Oh, you can hear that? I've been doing
Yeah.
that for so long.
Yeah, and your rings.
Oh, has it really?
Yeah.
Sorry, this is probably the most painful episode ever then. I've been going,
Rings. I actually like the sound of rings tapping against something. That's nice. Look, that could be your passive income.
Does that sound really nice?
Do it again. It's too quiet. It's not picking it up.
Oh, I don't know. What do people say during ASMR?
I think they normally eat. All right. Well,
Thanks for having me,
I'm
Tilka.
so glad you came on.
Thank
We
you.
could talk for hours.
Thank you, mutual friends. Love you all. Keep supporting my friends. They're so fun and funny.
Aww, maybe you are the mutual friend after all.
I am the mutual friend.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Tomke. Hello, goodbye.